everyone, my name is Reg and I'm the Paper Junkie, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a quick flip through and review of the Lifelist planner. So the Lifelist planner is one of the latest and newest planners made by fellow Filipina. So her name is Johan Zapata and she's the creator of the Lifelist planner. And I first learned about the Lifelist planner through the JPPH Grand Meet, which we attended last October 15, and I got really interested and curious with it since it looked really promising, especially for a busy or a young adult or a young professional, a busy person. So I think it would work well for me. And Clara Paperie, the brand or the shop from which the Lifelist planner is from. So they sent me this copy for review, and I just wanted to share with you guys what it looks like inside and what you can expect when you purchase your own Lifelist planner. So the Lifelist planner comes in, as far as I know, 4 different colors. So I got mine in the classic Dihon. I don't know if it's supposed to be pronounced as Dihon or Dijon. And there's also, okay, let me show you. I hope you can see it. So there's also a 2017 Lifelist planner in Pretty in Pink and Sexy Fuchsia, Elegant Navajo, and so this is the planner that I got. So it costs 1,699 pesos. So I'm just gonna put on the caption or the subtitle part how much it costs in US dollars. So the Lifelist planner comes in this keepsake box. So it has the year 2017 in it and the name of the planner. So it's the Lifelist planner for 2017, and I think this is really helpful in keeping it or archiving it once it's all filled up. And you can also put in other important papers or memory keeping stuff inside the box if you haven't figured out how to use it yet. So the flap of the box is magnetic, and also you can see here what the features of the Lifelist planner are. It's attached to the back part of the box, and we have here the logo and the color of the Lifelist planner. So there's a ribbon also that I think makes it easier for us to get the planner once the box is opened. And so the Lifelist planner came with this 2 cards. So this is a thank you note for choosing the Lifelist planner, and another one is, I think, just a short introduction and asking for some comments and suggestions so that if there are any, they can change the Lifelist planner according to your suggestions. So it's from Johan Zapata, the creator of the Lifelist planner. Already previously removed the wrapping paper around it, but I wanted to keep it because of this sticker. So it says, "Cheers to a happy, successful, and productive 2017." And here is the Lifelist planner. Oops. Let's just... Oh, sorry. Put this away for a second and focus on the planner itself. So this is the Lifelist planner. It's 7-inch wide by 8.5 inches tall, and it's made of 100 GSM white paper. We also have protective gold corners and a very durable hardcover for the planner itself. So here are the protective gold corners. The Lifelist planner also has a durable wire O binding and a garter lock. So just in case the planner gets chunky, you can lock it with a garter. Okay, so let's open the planner. So once you open the planner, you can see here the inside front cover pocket, so you can put important receipts here, photos, important papers, stickers, anything that you would want to have on the go. And we also have here the front cover with the name of the Lifelist planner here, and also a letter from Johann Zapata, the creator of the Lifelist planner. And for the first part of the planner, we have tips on how a person can maximize the Lifelist planner. So from the keepsake box to the pocket, it's just a definition or a description of what each part of the planner is and how you can utilize each part. And these are the other parts, so there's an in-depth description or definition for each part and how you can utilize it. So for the first section, and you can notice here that there are different section tabs for each part of the planner here. So this is for the first divider, or the first tab is the calendar. So we can see here an overview of the 2017 year, so just the calendar, so that you can plan your days accordingly and you can see what day this certain day of the month falls into. And I've previously mentioned this before in another review that I really love spacious monthly overviews, and the Lifelist planner has a spacious monthly overview too, where you can write a lot of things that are going on in your month. So the calendar tab is just pretty much every month, so it's all the monthly overview with quotes on the upper right part, and a space for you to write on probably your goals or the most important priorities of the month. And at the last part, after December, you can also see here a 2018 year at a glance, or a calendar, so you can also plan out some things that maybe need some planning next year, but you still have to do it, or it'll still happen in 2018, so that will help you in planning it out. So for the next tab, we have the goals section of the planner. So we have here for the first part, it's step 1, and you need to list down all the goals and dreams that you want to achieve, and there's an in-depth instruction or guide for you on how to fill this section out. And for step 2 is you need to break them down realistically by year and be smart about it. So I love the definition of the acronym for this. It's specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. So you have to plot out all the goals that you have broken down from 2017, after 3 years, 5, 10, 15, and then 20. So step 3 is for every goal that you write, that you have written down in step 2, you have to break them down into smaller goals that you can do this year to achieve it. And so those are spaces for action items and the goal. And for step 4 is for you to even break more, how do I say this? If you have to make this into smaller and actionable steps for each month, so you have to still write it down, and then for each month. So that's until December. And the next section is the life list. So this is the core of the planner. So this is the main part of the life list planner. So if you flip it over the divider, you can see here a code. There's a space for you to define what January is. So maybe you can say January is a month of new beginnings or something, however you want to define your month or for example, if you're still in school, April is the best because it's summertime or something like that. So for the weekly view of the Lifelist planner, we have here, as in people call it in bullet journal, or I think this is applicable to be called as a running to-do list. So the left part is for a to-do list, and then there are 3 days in one page for this part, and there are 5 spaces for you to write probably your priorities for the day. And then today is, for example, it is a holiday, or today is someone else's birthday or something of that sort. And so it's the same for the right part, but for the weekend they're just merged into one spot. And so it's still the same. You have 5 priorities for each day. The lower left part is for your goals, and there's a space for your this week's goal action item, challenges and wins in achieving this week's goal. And for the right part, we have here the gratitude section. The left part is for the biggest challenge this week, and the right part is for 3 things that you are thankful for the current week. So that's pretty much the same for each month. Now at the end of the month, there's a monthly assessment page where you will rate your month from 1 being the lowest, and aside from that, there are also 2 questions for the month that you need to answer, and you highlight the best moment this month and the kindest thing you did for the month, and probably just a 1-sentence lesson and reflection for the whole month. And so that's pretty much the same for each month. Now we go to the tracker section of the Lifelist planner. So the tracker section is just pages of lined spaces with date and or items and the details about that date or item. So you just track whatever you need to track, probably for your goal, or if you're tracking something, no spend, no chips, just track it in the tracker pages. Then we come to the notes section of the planner. So these are just few pages of paper again, with lined where you can write down important notes. For example, you're in a meeting and you have this planner with you, so you can write it down here. Or if there's something important that you need to take note of in relation to the items that you're listing down here, so there's a separate section for the important part. So second to the last section of the planner is a fill me in section. So it's just a bunch of blank pages where you can doodle on, probably write a mind map, create a mind map for a project or a goal. You can do it here. And the paper is really smooth and thick, and I still have to test if it can hold fountain pen or if it bleeds or it ghosts, and I have to include that in the blog. So I'll just update that part in the blog that I'm going to write about this planner. And last but not the least, we have a year-end section where there's like the monthly part, there's a chance for you to rate your 2017 and why. Answer a couple of questions for reflection on how your year went. So highlights, biggest challenges, lessons, and reflection. So there's a huge space for you to write your reflection. And I love the last page of this. It's a quote. It says, surrender to what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. So I think it's perfect for any end of the year reflection. So you have to just surrender to whatever it is that happened and let go of what was, all the pains, and have faith on what will be. So that's I hope you got a better view of what the Lifelist planner contains and how it looks like inside, I'm going to put in the description box below where you can purchase it, and the link to their website and any other information that you want. So feel free to ask anything in the comment section. If you want to ask me probably a bit more about the planner itself and or how to order. So I hope you hit like, comment, and then subscribe, and I hope you enjoy this video. Till next time, bye.